Okay, start in the kitchen. So,
Welcome to tacosandgeeks.com. Justin here, welcoming you to Essential Manga Episode 1. Yes, we are finally here. We are finally doing it. I kept alluding to it. And now it's time to do Essential Manga. We've done Essential Anime. We've done Essential Comics. We're going to get back to that, by the way. But now it's time for Essential Manga, where I will be talking about manga that I feel you should add to your collection, whether digital or print. And today, I wanted to kick off our first episode with one of my favorite manga artists, favorite manga writers. I consider him, and many of us consider him, a master of horror. This man needs no introduction. His name is Junji Ito, and the manga that I have chosen that you should add to your collection is a character that is iconic, a character that has had many adaptations such as live action. She has been in the Junji Ito collection anime on Crunchyroll. So this woman, or succubus, needs no introduction. We all know her as Tomei. And as always, I give you a brief synopsis. So I'm going to read the synopsis. So without further ado, here we go. Then I'll tell you why you should add this to your collection. Tomei is a femme fatale with long black hair and a beauty mark just under her left eye. She can seduce nearly any man and drive them to murder as well, even though the victim is often Tomei herself. While one lover seeks to keep her for himself, another grows terrified of the immortal succubus. But soon they realize that no matter how many times they kill her, the world will never be free of Tomei. And that's what makes this such a amazing book. If you're a fan of Junji Ito, if you're a fan of horror, I can't stress how much you should have Tomei in here. I mean, it is a collection, it's an anthology. It stands out. It truly is a masterpiece. I really believe that. It showcases unparalleled storytelling, artistic prowess, and it has a chilling atmosphere. And I think that's what really, really helps, is that it has such a chilled atmosphere. And the fact, let's be honest, she's very unique. She has there's something about Tomei. One, she's a very beautiful girl, and I'm gonna open it up so you can see how Tomei looks for those who like. Let's put that to the camera here. So that's like the color version of Tomei here, but you can see as we progress through the story, like she has everyone. Just a little bit more of the artwork, real quick. She has everyone wrapped around her fingers. She's a beautiful girl. She has this thing about her that just drives men to madness or even murder at times. Each chapter dwells into a different encounter with Tomei, revealing her sinister influence and her havoc nature. And that's what I really like about it. It's just that once you encounter her, it's like she just wraps you in this like type of web of a spell where she just literally is just has people wrapped around her finger. And it's told in an anthology, but the thing I like about Tomei is while her stories are standalone, somehow in some ways they are interconnected, because they will reference like the last time she was killed, or this character will reappear again that already had an encounter with her. And let's talk a little bit about the artwork. I mean, Junji's style is just really such an influential style. Just look at the way he does facial expressions, his attention to detail, the ability to depict grotesque imagery. He just does a really great job of capturing horror and haunting elements of Tomei, especially from her transformations, which one hopefully I can find it. There is one infamous pic with her eye and her eye being bashed in, like, oh, here we go. There's one like growing an eye out of her cheeks or things like that. So there's like very much horrific, grotesque imagery in here. And just in terms of psychological depth as well, one thing I really like about it when it comes to thematic, Tomei touches on various things such as immortality, obsession, jealousy, especially jealousy. especially obsession. It touches really on the dark side of human desires because there's moments in here where men are completely can't control themselves to the point where it gets towards that crossing the line, and they do cross the line and tell me like Junji spares no expense when it comes to the gore and that embracing that darkness and that dark side of it. And she's often, like I said, driving people into madness by their infatuation or hatred for her. Like there's people that really hate her, just bash her brains in. This was made in 1987. So the impact of Tomei is still here to this day. Like I said, she's had a couple of live action adaptations, which I haven't watched. I haven't watched, but I heard that she recently had a anime. At least two of her shorts were in the Junji Ito collection, and of course, it's just one of those things where she has really become one of those iconic manga horror characters. When you think of manga horror, you usually think Junji Ito and you usually think of Tomie. So to wrap this up, I will say you need this for your collection because not just of the presentation of Tomei, they have many editions. This is the most recent edition here, where it has the collection of everything here. High quality printing. Highly recommend this. You get the print for this, and it's just one of those things that you really just have to check out for yourself to just really see how the narrator, the narrativization, the structure, the artwork, the psychological depth. It's all here. So if you're looking for a, I wouldn't necessarily call it scary. There are scary parts in here. Like I said, horror subjective. There are parts in here where I was creeped out, and that's mainly due to the imagery or just, oh my God, they're going to kill her and she's going to come back. What is she going to do? It's an unforgettable reading experience. You won't regret this. It will leave you thrilled and a little bit unnerved. So definitely check this out. Add this to your collection and be prepared to be captivated by Junji Ito. He will not, this is not going to be the only time Junji appears on Essential Manga because trust me, I'm going to be going through a lot of his work for this. This is Justin from otakugeeks.com. What do you consider to be essential manga? Comment below. Let me know. Give me some suggestions, and I'll check them out and maybe include them on the list here. Next week, I will tell you what's going to be coming. I will actually, if you can get a good look, one of those will be up next week. If you can see on the background, my windowsill over there. So comment below. Let me know what you think should be essential manga. Have you read Tomei? What are your thoughts on Tomei? And if you like what we do here, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Helps out the channel a lot. Thank you for visiting otakugeeks.com. Catch you on the next essential manga. Later days.